Well, I guess it's time to talk about have this chat, lads. Guess it's time to have this chat. Something real fucked up is going on. Something real fucked up is going on. I've lost all desire to create anything. I thought this was a passing thing, but it's been a while now. This has never happened before. I've had times when I didn't want to make music for a while, and I just waited, and eventually I was like, I got that little urge to make music. Or if not, I would be doing other things like making lots of YouTube videos like I did for a while. I wasn't making much music when I was making like a video every day. Or even drawing a lot, that sort of stuff. I have zero, not only making music, but consuming music as well. I haven't been listening to any music recently. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's never happened before. There's only one thing I can think of that's changed in my life, and that's the brain pills, the SSRIs, the Zoloft, the sertraline. That's the only thing. And I mean, it's not. I mean, the other things that have changed is that I stopped going to uni because the term ended. And I mean, I don't see how that would affect me because normally when I'm in NEET, I do the opposite. I go crazy and I'm constantly doing stuff all day, making music, making art. That's it. The only thing it can possibly be is the brain pill things, brain pills, which I guess makes sense. I mean, no one really understands creativity. It makes sense that the pills they give you would fuck with that. Serotonin, I'm sure, is involved in the creation of art or whatever. The question is, have I fucked myself for life? Because even if you stop taking the pills, it changes your brain chemistry permanently. So have I just destroyed everything? That's the real question. How is this even a thing? Do I just have to learn to work with it? Is this what the normies feel when they're like, I don't have any inspiration? Because I've never struggled with that. I've never been like, I don't have any inspiration because I just do what's in my head. But haven't even been consuming any music or anything. It's fucked, I tell you that much. Definitely not helping with depression, I'll tell you that much. The opposite. Haven't been even making YouTube videos, which is like the minimum effort you could possibly put into anything. Haven't even been streaming much. Haven't even been practicing speedrun much. It's like I feel like a ghost without a shell. Wait, other way round. Shell without a ghost. Got there. Shell. I feel like a shell without a ghost. Is this what it's like to be most people? Because the drugs are supposed to make you normal, right? Is this just what most people are like? I just gotta carpe me some DMs. That's my problem right now. I've got a severe lack of DMs being carpeed right now. It's fucked. It's seriously fucked. I don't know if you can understand or appreciate how fucked it is, because you may not know how big a deal music is normally for me in my life. Uh, it's fucked. It's so fucked. How is such a thing possible? How can I shouldn't have done it? I'm blaming these brain pills. It could be just a coincidence. I don't want to do the correlation implies causation type thing. Correlation equals causation. It may just be something else. It may just be a natural cycle. Maybe I just burnt out from working too hard. I don't even know. Alright, so I don't want to just immediately say it's definitely those. but I don't want to write it off either. I mean, it's not unlikely that it could have something to do with it. So I don't really know. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what to do, you know. I'm kind of panicking. Not panicking, but like, it's like a cloud looming over me. Like, I haven't done any Patreon tracks. Maybe what I'll need to do is just, I mean, the Patreon tracks will get done. Don't worry about that if you're a patron. Don't worry about that. It's like, I don't have anything that I want to be seen by anyone. It's like I want to be, there's nothing I feel like I have to say anymore. Which is obviously not true. It's more like I've given up on anyone ever understanding it. It's more like I'm just shouting into the void and I'm just like, well, why the fuck am I even bothering, you know? Which is not how I think. Because I enjoy shouting into the void because I enjoy the act of shouting into the void. And I don't care if the void doesn't answer me, that's the point, that's what makes it fun. Till your vocal cords rip. I just don't fucking... It's like... I want to reach inside my fucking brain and just rip it out. I don't even know what I want. I don't know anything. I'm incredibly stupid. I don't remember if I was like this. Zombie pills be fucking you. I guess that's one thing. Maybe I need to uninstall CSGO. That'll make me make music. Maybe it fucking won't though. I'll probably just end up watching 12 hours worth of Minecraft videos like I did the other day. That's something I do now, apparently. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. There's nothing there to wake up. It's just emptiness. Blow me up like a balloon. Float to the ceiling like a zeppelin. Fall down the other side. Like the Michelin Man deflating. Popping the Michelin Man's tires. That would be sick. That would be sick. Yeah. On the plus side of things, I'm getting back into cards and cardistry and magic and stuff. What was that notification that I just received? Oh, nothing important. Yeah, so that's, I guess, something which you'd think was a plus side, because, like, well, you're doing something creative, right? But I haven't been making any moves or anything. I've just been practicing stuff that already exists. But even then, it's like, it's actually a net negative, because when you just play cards all day, you get carpal tunnel and fucked fingers. It's basically impossible to avoid if you just are constantly playing with cards, which I am because I just like to fidget. So then my fingers get fucked and I have to take a break because I can't do it anymore, because actually it's normally my thumb, specifically like this part of my thumb that gets fucked up. Yeah, that's apparently a pretty common thing. I don't know how common it is for card people, but it's common repetitive strain injury, that part of your thumb. So that's fucked. It's almost like being alive is hell, because every time anything good could possibly exist, there has to be something bad which is outweighs it. Almost like that. It's a little bit. One could be forgiven for thinking that is how things work. One could be forgiven for that. What else? Updates. There's nothing really much to say. Nothing happens ever. It's like, oh man, I'm dissociating right now. Like, there's no way these are my hands. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in control, but I'm clearly not. I mean, clearly I'm doing this, but I'm not. I'm not. Something else is doing it. How do I explain this? It's like, it's not me, is it? Because there is no me. The me that is the word me, the me that is the capital M, well, I don't know if it's capital M me, the me that the word me could represent couldn't possibly be me, because that only represents the part of my brain that's capable of thinking with language, and they all talk to each other, but they're all separate still, despite it all being interconnected. And then there's obviously the me in your brain, and there's the me that lives in the collective unconscious, aka the wired. There's there is no me, this is basic shit, and this is not a new thought to me, right? This is an old thought to me. Yeah, everyone's had this at some point, and I've certainly thought about this a lot. But it's like, you know, thinking about it doesn't make it go away. It's fucked. Consciousness was a terrible mistake. I can sit here and be like, yeah, Moss is dope. We should all disappear and let Moss take over. But that won't actually make me turn into a Moss. I can sit here and talk about how one day we're all gonna be cyber beings. I don't fucking know. Doesn't make me a cyber being. I'm still trapped in this shit. Right? Doesn't have any effect. I can make 1,000 songs screaming to let me out, but I'm still stuck here. I can cover my walls with words. The walls are still there. The bricks remain. Oh my god. Being born was a terrible mistake. A word of advice, don't do it. But word of advice, if this is your first playthrough, just stop. Just stop. It's not my first playthrough. Hear that bird? I don't know if you can hear that bird. I don't know if you heard that. But that bird is currently more musically productive than me. Even though it sings the same melody every morning at the same time. Every day, because I'm awake all night, so I always hear it at around 4:30 in the morning. I don't know if it's the same bird, but it's the same species of bird at least. Oh, that was a new one. That was cool. I like that sound. Bird song's dope. Maybe I should make an experimental album based around birdsong. Not field recordings, but like inspired by birdsong. See, I have that idea, and now I've thought of it, and I'm like, okay, well, I can think about how that would sound and how that would be, but the amount of effort it would take to actually make that is way more than the amount of satisfaction I would get from making it. So I'm never gonna do it. I mean, maybe I will, but that's how my brain works. It's kind of the same with this Lane video that I've been planning out. I want to make my thesis on Lane, my proper thesis statement on Lane. It may not end up being a video. It may just be like an actual essay, like a real person, you know. But it's every time I think about it, it gets more complicated in my brain. I'm gonna have to read more books and find more sources, and it's fucked. And so I just don't want to do it because it's just a way more effort than it's worth, because it will get like 2 views. I mean, not that the views are even what makes it worth it, but somewhere deep inside it kind of is. It got somewhere my brain thinks, what's the point of even doing this if only 2 people are going to watch it? Which is fine. Like, I don't... this is what I'm saying once again about the me and the me. The me doesn't care about that at all. But then there's also a me that is like, well, yeah, but you really do kind of care, though. You really do kind of care at like a deep dopamine inducing level, clicks inducing, likes and comments, dopamine releasing level. You kind of do care. And I'm like, no, I don't care. But then I'm also like, on a lizard level, I kind of do, which is inescapable and fine. I don't have a problem with it, but I kind of do as well. I don't have a problem with it, but then again, I do. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Like, these are the limbs, right? I can't possibly explain that to you people. This is what I'm saying, man. If I can't even do this, how am I supposed to, like, what? My thoughts are so fucking scattered right now that I can't even put them into music. Like, they're so ridiculous. The only way I could possibly explain it would be by, like, I don't even think it would be possible. It would have to be like the lesbian kiss scene in Yokohama Shopping Log. By the way, I didn't realize most people call it that. I thought most people called it Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko. So I've been calling it that, and then someone was like, "What? Okay, you mean like Yokohama Shopping Log?" Yeah, I think that's what it's called in English. I've only read the manga and I've seen 2 episodes of the anime. It's another thing. This accent is a thing now. Don't know what it is, but it's a thing now that happens with my mouth. And maybe I'll just be Scottish for the rest of this video. No, that's a bad idea. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, yeah. Just like leave a bitch if you agree. Just leave a bitch in the comment section if you agree. If you feel me, leave a bitch if you feel me. That's my motto. That's my slang. That's my catchphrase. You can't talk slang like us. I say leave a bitch in the comment section. You best leave a bitch. Maybe it's all fucking pointless. You know, like it's just frustrating. The level of frustration I feel on a constant, never-ending basis at mostly myself. Mostly, I mean, this is just a really roundabout way of saying all things, but the way I feel frustration at the way myself interacts with its surroundings, which, yeah, that is just a way of saying I feel frustrated at all things, but yeah, I feel very frustrated and helpless, and I know there's a better word here, I just can't think of it right now. I feel insignificant, maybe, or unimpactful, or perhaps unsatisfied. Frustrated is a good word, I guess, but all those other words mixed in with it. At the way myself interacts with its environment. The way myself, the interaction between the self and the other in every sense of the word. I just can't fucking hack it. Because communication is necessary, but disgusting. You guys are lucky. You don't care. This is the question, right? Allegedly, you don't care about my suffering because you have your own, and yet the subscriber number says like 100 and something, right? So clearly 100 whole people care about my suffering, which is bullshit. I mean, it depends how you want to define care about my suffering. Want to point and laugh, perhaps? I guess that's still caring, in a way, or even in the slightest. You watch my video on fucking accelerationism or something, and you're like, yeah, it's a pretty good video, press subscribe. In a sense, there you go. It's not the same. It's like society is a scam or something. It's almost like that. It's almost like the biggest swindle, the greatest swindle. Society itself. We live in a society. In conclusion, gamers rise up. I need to do something so tangible, so hefty, with such vigor. Something. Fuck. Something to pierce through the spectacle. This is what I need to do. Something so real that it couldn't possibly be fake. I need to create something so real. A situation so real, so authentic, that it could not possibly be misinterpreted as spectacular. Even if its message, or even if the situation itself is misinterpreted in a sense, it could still only ever be misinterpreted really, authentically misinterpreted, which is fine. I don't care about that. Well, I actually, the opposite, I embrace it. If only such a thing was possible. That's good. I guess I've just came up with my life goal right there. So that's on video forever. At the end of a 20-minute depressed, insane ramble, where I just fucking spout absolute nonsense, because that's just who I am right now, in this very moment. Although, as we've previously established, there really is no me. There really is no me. It's just nothing. It's all floof. It's all fairy dust. It's a floozy. It's a woozy. You know? I fucking hate you. I just don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. I need an authentic experience to make me care. And I think I have an idea of where I can find one of those. But that'll have to remain, that's for me to know and for you to find out for now. I think I got a couple ideas of authentic ones I could possibly experience. But I'm gonna have to leave that as a little surprise, or a little me to know you to find out type one for now. In the meantime, please, if anyone can help me, please send philosophical help. Please send no, for real though, please do something authentic with your life. This is my final message in the end of this video. You have your life. Choose to do, even if it's misguided, choose to do something authentic, please. That's all I ask of you. And if you don't want to, then that's fine, because you've authentically chosen not to. But if you make that choice, do it truly. Be true about it. I don't know if any of you will understand what I'm saying right now, but it makes perfect sense to me. I guess you might say, some may say I speak like an insane person, but I say you're probably right.